Did you hear me? Is it on? Even if it is a tat, it's not unfair. He had a day to go out. Now she wants a day to go out.
So are you committed to a relationship or are you committed to your desires?
In order for me to just want to have with you, I need to be attracted to you physically, everything.
Some women stick around because he's got good. So he could be a trash dude. But if you stick around because he's got, then this whole marriage thing should be updated and you should figure out what works for you.
I think there's a big difference between a relationship that is not suiting you and you're unhappy with versus a relationship where you hit a point where you're like, I could find better. Does Erin T. Campbell fear infidelity?
You were talking about this earlier, Rico, about like things that like attract us to the opposite sex, you know, and what our deal breakers are. But you sort of made a distinction whether it's like physical, or whether it's for money or or I'm just saying like there are just different levels to what we are attracted to or what we're not attracted to. You know, you have like for me for instance, like if I look at someone and I'm like, oh, they're in good shape, I'm not necessarily attracted to them being, yes, they're in good shape and that's nice, but I'm more so attracted to like, wow, you have a lot of discipline. Like discipline is like a huge attraction for me.
So that'd be like a characteristic thing or a personality thing for you?
I don't know, because like when I look at, it's like I see the fruits of the discipline. So when I look at you and see you work out, I'm like, oh, you're disciplined, you know? So it's like, yes, I'm attracted to that, but like, damn, I know what it takes for you to look like this. I know what you're not eating. I know what you're not drinking, what you're not smoking, how much you go to the gym, how much control you have over just, you know, what you're ingesting in your body. And that takes a lot of discipline. And that's something that I'm like just personally attracted to.
Okay, so on the flips, not even the flip side, but is there a part of you that says, well, what's the downfall? Like, what's the opposite of that? Like, what is his? If that's all I can see with my eyes, and it's the physical, there's got to be something. Do you think about that at all, or no? Like, do you think?
Yes, because I could say, oh, you might be maybe obsessed, and you may put that ahead of other things that may be more important. But again, I think discipline is something that's measured. You know, because you have discipline, then you have obsession.
Okay.
And I think obsession crosses the line, whereas discipline knows, okay, I have to go to work tomorrow at 5 a.m. when I normally go at 10, but I have to go at 5 tomorrow. So I'm going to work out today versus waking up at 3 a.m. to go to work at 5 a.m. So I think discipline has like, it got sense. It's reasonable. Obsession lacks that.
Yeah, it disregards everything else.
Right.
Irregardless. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. I couldn't even like. I felt like my dog.
She was
They
stunned
both
at that
did
one.
it. Like they was both on cue. What?
What would be yours, Amanda? If we're talking, we're going to keep it physical.
Yeah.
Physical.
Well, you didn't say a deal breaker. You said something you're attracted to. So something you're attracted to we're talking about, or something that's a deal breaker we're talking about?
I would say something that I'm attracted to. Like I'm very attracted to like someone with discipline.
What about
No.
the opposite?
I don't know. Like somebody with no discipline?
No. Like what are you like? Is it like absolutely nah? Like I don't care what else you have. If you have this, I'm still not doing it.
Lazy.
Lazy ass.
Yeah, that's what I really wanted to say.
Lazy ass.
Yeah, but yes, lazy. I can't lazy. I can't do lazy. We talked about this a long time ago.
Physical.
I was about to say she's not really talking physical.
I'm talking about things that
they definitely
reflect.
coincide.
Yeah.
Some of them can be a proven concept, right? Sometimes you don't know.
There's a correlation.
Yeah, there's definitely a correlation. But sometimes some people, when it comes to lazy, they look like they busy, but they not. Or they look like they're productive, but they're just busy.
Yeah.
Doing
Doing a bunch of nothing.
That'd be me.
Nothing.
That'd be you?
That'd
Yeah,
be me
I know.
sometimes.
Yo, Amanda be late and we be filming down the street from
I
her
was
house.
really busy today. So that's why I was like, no, actually I was late because there was traffic right outside of this little town.
Could you date
That's
someone with a disability, like blind?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
He's like, shit, I ain't gotta do nothing to myself. Hell yeah.
No, not even that.
What about
Shit.
death? Deaf, not deaf. Deaf.
Deaf, but I think you have to know sign language a little.
Wait, let's say they're beautiful, but they can't speak. But you would have to
Wait.
obviously learn.
No,
or they're
deaf
handsome.
is can't hear.
Yeah, but okay, yeah. But a lot of times they can't speak.
I think a lot of deaf people can talk. I just think they talk like it sounds different.
Yeah, they can't
Sometimes
hear
they can.
themselves.
Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. So let's just say that you have to learn sign language, but they're super attractive. I guess you wouldn't really know their
I'm
personality.
like, yeah, because we can just type everything out on the phone. They can read, right?
Yeah, I would hope so. Yeah.
Oh shit, they can read. We good.
You're not gonna have a
I
whole
would be
relationship
very
on your
interested
phone
in
now.
No, but I'm
learning
saying
sign
until
language.
I get the gist of ASL. I don't know. I can spell my name. That's it. And I can say hi.
Let's
like,
see it.
What about a missing limb? Hand, arm, foot, ankle.
Nothing that's going to affect our. I mean, if you're an active person, you don't want to be pushing a wheelchair up a mountain.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, all right. Okay, obviously, I mean, technically, if you're missing a leg, you might want a wheelchair. But
No, you get one of them sling legs, like the Pistorius.
there's this one girl on Instagram, and she like works out. She's like super fit, but like, you know what I'm talking about?
when she throw them legs on, though,
she's pretty, like, but she has no legs, right?
She wears those Pistorius legs, the
Sometimes,
sling
but
legs.
yeah.
those are carbon fiber.
Yeah, so she'll put them on, but she be in the gym too, right? She be in the
With
gym,
her legs, with her carbon legs.
Yeah,
both.
I mean, she
taking them off, putting them on.
I don't know
I
why,
never
but
even
I
got to
just
the next part,
thought
but-
about this maybe like a week ago that if I was in like a life or death situation, well, actually maybe not life or death, but maybe in a situation where I could have been seriously injured, would I want someone to save me
And just let you die.
or let me die? Because what if I was saved, but I got out of the situation with a missing arm or a missing leg or something?
Or
Would I
eyeball.
want to live life with that disability? And like I feel like I wouldn't find a lot. I couldn't date like that.
With one arm.
Yeah, but you're putting that much emphasis on an extremity over life, or a piece of your body over life.
You're right, but it was a very hard question for me.
Oh, like how? Like as far as like how you would respond?
Yeah.
I could see that. And I'll say the only reason I could see that is because I know, like, say for instance, your dad. Would your daddy be like, man, if I can't do nothing for myself, just put me out my misery? Like I know for a fact that's what my dad was saying.
Oh yeah, if I'm just like bedridden.
Yeah, that's
Oh
just-
yeah,
Like they're
She's
like
talking about a limb, or like you're talking about like a finger, a limb, an ankle, or
Not a finger.
What about
Oh,
all four fingers?
well, just like quality of life. Your quality of life
That
is so
part, yeah.
diminished that you know. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I get it. I'm not saying that would be my choice, but like I get what you're saying. Because there's a I guess stages of depression. Just think when you go through like a major sickness,
Yeah.
or if you get cancer, or you have a miscarriage. Like there's levels of like grief that come with like all these like traumatic things, and I think that applies to like everything.
And it's something that's just so obvious about your person now that it's just like people pity you. Like in conversation, like it's hard to make friends, it's hard to date people. And that's really where my mind was in dating. Was like, even if someone likes you, it's in the back of their mind that, do I want to date someone who doesn't have an arm?
I'd be like, hey,
Like-
I know you see I ain't got no arm. What you think?
There's this one girl in the club. I was drunk though, and I was dancing with her, and she was pretty as hell. And the lights came on, and she was missing her arm. My homie tried to tell me like, "Yo, she's missing an arm," and I'm like, "Bro, no, she's not. Like, no, the fuck. I know. I had both of her hands.
He tried to tell you and you didn't even just like
He said that.
Double
Both of her
check.
hands.
I had both of her hands. When we was dancing, I had both of her hands. Like, I was
that's how
trying,
you dancing like this.
like, cause you know she was bending. I was like, you know, when girls be bending over, you kind of grab some of their hand, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, like I'm arguing with them, like, bro, just wait, watch, you'll see when the lights come on. And the lights came on, and she literally had one arm. I was like, what the fuck? And it was like a shocker. And I was like, all right, well, and she went home with somebody that night. She was a pretty girl. She was really pretty, but I don't think I could do it, to be honest. You know, one of my homies has a story where he did something with this girl, and she didn't have a real like full hand. Like
It's just something I can't ignore.
like yeah, like, and he told me, he's like, you know, everything was cool. You know, she's a pretty girl. Everything was cool. But then she was riding me, and then she put her hand on my chest. When she put the hand on his chest, he said everything went south from there. And I was like, yeah, see, I can't do that. And when, you know, so certain things I can't do. Y'all are terrible, bro.
Because two of the people that follow me, they have things, and they were doing this like shaving thing, and she was trying to explain to it. I was like,
Hate
oh
that
shit.
You can't really.
I did a girl like that, and you know what's crazy? I didn't know that she used to shave shit, right? Because she would wear makeup, so you couldn't see like the razor bumps. And one day,
Makeup covers razor bone.
like not razor bumps, but like
The shadow that's coming.
Yeah,
in,
like-
yes.
and tomorrow you'll be able to see something right here from me, right? But she would like put makeup on so you didn't, and then literally like you know how like you get a dude get or y'all might get the hair back of your haircut and it feels like that little like
Stubble.
yeah, that little stubble.
Oh, my shit is soft.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
When you get a fade, you know you get that little or
Ingrown hair or something.
No, no.
I'm like, are we talking about
Like the shadow, like a 5 o'clock
no,
shadow?
it's not smooth. It feels like
bumpy?
like a little like
Oh, like when a guy shaves the top of his head and it feels like rough when you go the other way.
Yes,
Okay.
but there's nothing there, but it just feels like
Yeah.
sandpaperish,
I got you.
right? So
Against the grain.
against the
Yeah.
grain. So I was laying with her and like I had my head on her chest and I put my head up and I like my whole face felt like I was, what the fuck
Wait, her
is
chest
that?
was hairy?
No, like her head, like her. Like
No,
her
he was
jaw.
laying on her chest.
Yeah.
He
put my
came
head-
up.
Oh.
and I felt the, and I'm like, what the fuck? So then, like, I noticed, I'm like, oh, this bitch be growing hair on her chin.
On a chinny chin chin.
I was like, nah, bro. But she's a really good person, great heart, great soul. But I wasn't gonna do it. I couldn't do it, cause you know what the thing is, I have a phobia of old people, old women with hair on their face. I don't like it. Like it just creeps me out. It's like a scary movie to me, and I can't do it. And I think like if I'm with this person, can I be with her when she's old and she says fuck shaving, I don't care no more because at some point you don't give a fuck, and she just started letting that shit grow out. Nah, I can't do it. As I'm getting older,
don't
I'm
pay attention to
appreciating pretty feet because I realize like
Like they are with
if you're an 8 up here and a 1 down here, you go down to a 6.
damn.
For real. Because the thing is, like, women be trying to cuddle and shit like that. And my mind is like a photographic memory. So I'm seeing how your feet look as you touch me. And it's,
No,
it's
that's
pissing me off.
That's the thing. So if I know your feet are ugly, and I'm not one of those people that are like, I don't like feet. Don't put your feet on me.
Yeah,
Like, but if I know your feet are ugly, please don't touch me with them. Like,
Disrespectful as fuck.
like,
Like you know your alligator shits. Like you know like you know your heel rough as fuck. Like why are you rubbing this on me? Like
you can hear it like
Yeah.
you're going against the.
if I hit it, just see if I start I start laying like what the fuck?
It be going against the grain of the
Yeah, I
sheet.
can't do that.
But I also feel that
Toenails
way
that can
about
scratch me,
fingers
none of that.
too, though. But that's just my personal
Wait, what
ick
about
about fingers. Like, I personally don't like when your fingernails are like non-existent.
Oh yeah.
Like-
like in the middle of your fingertip.
Yeah, like not there.
I
I've
hate
seen
that
those.
shit, yeah.
Please don't touch me.
Wait,
I've seen
you know,
that.
It'd be mad wide at the top.
Don't touch me, please.
I got a question. So, how he was saying, if a girl had
That's
this,
weird.
like a belly or whatever,
Shallow as
right?
hell.
It's not just being just man to man. It's not that you're not gonna have sex with her. You probably put her in another category where I'm just not gonna wife her, or I'm not gonna be with her to do the work to like get that.
Yeah, honestly, I'm more inclined to be an asshole because I don't give a fuck about you.
If
No,
I
but I'm
can
saying,
interject,
does that happen for women? Like, do you put them in a
I-
different category?
They have
where,
to have
like,
money.
well, hold on.
also the money trumps.
Yeah, but just like the
Everything.
girl she might have a little shit,
No,
but
but
her
I'm talking.
face
She's
pretty.
talking about men.
you guys are talking about money. No, hold on. Let's hold that in the back
All right.
real
sorry.
quick.
Go ahead.
If we're talking about just having sex with someone, just there has
No,
to
I'm
be
saying
a
get to that. He's handsome, whatever you like, and whatever you
Right,
get to
you're
his
saying
feet,
just
like, oh
put-
shit. So now,
Them shits do this.
do you say in your mind like he can't be my man, but we can have a good time? Does it?
And that's where I'm getting at. In order for me to just want to have sex with you, I need to be attracted to you physically, everything. If there's even one thing
You
physically, if there's one thing physically that gives me the ick, I cannot be physical with you. I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
So what you're
Not to
saying
say
is
that I can't. Of course it's possible, but I don't want to anymore.
so it's fall now. Men are going to have full toe shoot. So
If I don't see it, I don't know.
Okay,
But once I know,
Out of sight, out of mind.
once you know,
But once
you're
I
going to
know,
stop dating him
even
because of the
if-
feet.
That's why
That's
they
why
always had socks
our-
on. You think they wore tube socks by choice?
You can just go get your feet done.
Nah, there's some things you
yo.
can't
No,
fix like
no,
that. Like,
exactly. There's some
you need
things you
surgery.
cannot fix.
You need surgery.
Get new feet, right?
Yeah,
It's
that's
not- see, my thing is this: we get on here and we talk about all this shit. It's not about shallow. It's just personal preference, and we're all inclined to have it.
clean.
No. I'm just saying, like, some people don't care, some people do care. You know?
I don't know. It's a lot.
No, I'm
gonna be
low key
quiet.
shallow, and I have admitted that to myself a long time ago.
You know, sometimes the, I guess, physical attraction will make you accept
Yes.
some bullshit that you wouldn't accept.
Isn't that how we get? Isn't that how we get into fucking relationships?
Yeah.
Basically,
yo,
honestly,
This
Yeah.
is an idiot. But
No,
she
but
beautiful.
it's the other way around.
no, that's because
It's
people.
the other way around, really.
What you mean?
Not the physical aspects. It's the
It could be both.
Person.
person that
Heart.
yeah, the heart.
You lying?
No, that
No, because you're not
No,
going
it
out with
is
an
the
ugly
oth-
heart, an ugly man with a nice heart.
That's not what she's saying.
exactly.
saying?
I'm
Rod
saying
wave?
it's the other way around.
Okay.
So even if you have certain icks or you're not attracted to something about someone,
Mm.
what's on the inside will help you forget about that.
I mean, we be having a good time.
No,
we
it don't
vibing.
help
Yes,
you
it-
forget.
yes, it
help
does.
you accept. You know what the fuck is right there?
Right, but that is more likely than it being the other way around. You're not about to put up with bullshit just because, yeah, that girl's really fine.
Well, I'm speaking from a guy's standpoint, and yes, the fuck we will. Because sometimes all I want is something nice to
That's
look
why
at.
y'all the dummies.
Yeah, but some women stick around because the dick's good.
Something when who?
Some women stick around because he's got a good dick. So he could be a trash dude. But if you stick around because he's got a good dick, then you know
That's
what you're getting
providing
into.
a service, though.
Oh, okay.
That's not because he looks so good. He doing something.
Are
so
you like,
wait, what? He's got to be fine according to you to even get into the door to give you the good dick.
Right?
So
Bonuses all around.
okay. Oh God,
Don't listen to me. I'm confused.
I'm not.
yeah, I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm
I
confused.
said I'm confused.
I mean, I'll say this. I think when you have to do any sort of comparison as far as being in a relationship, you really have to look at like the 80-20 rule, 75-25, because no one is perfect, including, yourself. So there are some things you're going to have to look past or accept or deal with, or would you say put up with?
Tolerate.
Tolerate. But it's because there's 80% working against the very small 20%. There's tons of things that we put up with in our relationships.
Do you think that today we have, personal opinion, we have more people not even accepting 80 or 75? They want the 100% or nothing?
While not being 100%.
While not
Themselves.
while not knowing they're not 100%.
True.
Yes.
Some
I
of them
do.
think that they are 100, and I'm like,
Well, don't
and
most?
I think that's why. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, I just think that's why people leave their relationships thinking that they're gonna end up in something better, but they end up literally in the exact same predicament because nothing about them has changed. and they've likely attracted the exact same person.
So I'm glad you said that. So I was going to ask here on the
That
panel,
was good.
You know what I did?
do you feel as if this is all your personal life experience, that even your exes and maybe the person that you're currently with, or maybe a lot of your exes were very close in terms of the same?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
What about you, Amanda?
No.
Mine are
You've been-
absolutely.
But all of my relationships have been spread.
There's
so
only two of
apart.
them.
Exactly, but they were.
Um,
no, there were three.
Actually,
There
I
was two and a
forgot-
half. Two and a half.
There's a
But-
half. There's a half a relationship.
But no, they were like spread apart. So I know I wasn't the same person. I didn't attract.
So, and that's the thing. So I wanted to ask, given that, because I'm going to say yes to that question as well. You know, I don't know if it's so much attracting things to you, because very much can be the case. But do we ever understand or think about, like, we like what we like?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this person is the same. My ex is the same as this person. The only difference is that this person might have a fatter ass, and I wanted a fatter ass that my ex didn't. So I'm willing to tolerate the same bullshit because I got the same thing, but I got one more piece to the puzzle.
A little better.
I got a little bit better.
Now you're at 83.
Yeah, no,
Not
I'm
80.
78. And then that one don't work.
Now you're at 80.
Yeah, now I'm at 80. And, you know, I think that they're all kind of the same in my personal life. And I realized, I'm like, well, maybe it's not that I'm attracting it. It's just that that's what I'm attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I think it's a combination of also what about yourself having you change that you keep attracting that.
yeah.
'Cause I
Why do you
once
desire it?
Well, you desire
that's
it from a place of trauma,
Yeah.
from your past traumatic experiences. So you're bringing that into your new shit, and you're not trying to change it or work on it. So you're going to just keep repeating the cycle. So until you fix yourself, you're going to get the same exact thing over and over and over again.
What if it's not trauma? What if I just like it? Like let's take away
But I
the
think there's
trauma
I think there is something that causes you
to attach
to
to.
like that and to have failed relationships and then still continue to like that.
That's
But
the
maybe
something
you're
that
not
caused it.
seeing it as a problem. Maybe you're not seeing yourself
Right.
having an issue in your relationships, and
And
that's why you continue
Exactly.
thinking you're going to find better in each and every one of them.
which is why you have to fix
You don't
yourself
find
before
better,
you.
and I guess technically you find something else that's better, but it's still the same person.
Just a little 2-3% difference.
Yeah.
So,
It's like I just need it, because you know what? Like, I mean, I don't know. In my life and relationships, I'd be like, if I just had a little bit, just a little tweak. This person had a little tweak, it'd been all right. Then I get the person with the little tweak. I'm like, all right, well, this one still need a little more tweaking.
I agree.
And then you just keep on turning the knob, and you back at square one.
Yeah, but is it because
But-
you haven't changed?
Yeah.
No, of course, but I'm saying that what I'm attracted to, I guess what I'm attracted to can change if I personally change too.
Absolutely.
I think what Rome is getting at is, have you ever looked back at any of those relationships and said, if I was just a little bit this, or if I was a little less of this,
Which would have been the tweak.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, let's say if I was not disciplined, okay, in my first relationship, now I'm like, all right, I realize I need to do some self-work. I got to get disciplined, right? I got to get disciplined. I got to create better habits. So now that relationship ends, and now I go and now I adopt this new way, you know, this discipline and these better habits. I'm staying focused. So now I'm changing, but I still like
O's.
a hoe, well, let's say, or I still like a woman that is showing off her sex appeal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm attracted to it, but I'm doing the self work, but I'm just attracted to something that's no good. You know what I'm saying? Is there do we think that there could be a way where somebody can actually be continuously working on themselves? Like, is dating and vetting somebody who can be in alignment with you a skill?
Wait. Say it again.
Is dating and finding someone who is in alignment with you a skill?
Yes. And I would say that it's a skill because, one, you have to have a level of self-awareness. You also have to be able to tell the difference between what you need and what you want. And I think you have to be able to identify people's like issues and whatever the trauma is behind it and come to a conclusion yourself as to whether there's something you can deal with or not. Because sometimes you have people who willing to stick it out and mold this person or to help fix them or whatever, and then it may not work out in their favor. And so now you love holding the bag. And I think that you have people who see that as a red flag and they just like, man, I ain't even finna mess with this, you know? So that also goes back to like knowing yourself and what you can sustain, what you can deal with. And I think that is a skill, but I think it's a skill that you learn over time after making mistakes, after having some successful relationships, doing some self-work and growth or whatever.
It's like it's basically self-awareness. And it's like people think discernment is being able to tell like that your shit sucks. Like I'm not trying to talk to you because I can spot it. But discernment is also being able to spot your own shit being off. So it's again, it goes back to self-awareness.
Does so let's say if we go with the 75-25, rule, or 80-20. Do you think that people meet people at 80 already? Or do they meet them at 50 or 60 and it takes time for that person to grow to 75, 80?
I think it depends on where you meet them.
Go ahead.
I think it depends on where you meet them too. It's like, are you meeting them at the grocery store where you physically they're just in regular clothes or whatever, and you're just getting that basic conversation off, and then it's sprouting from like growing, or are you at a dating event where it's primarily focused on dating and they're just spitting you everything you want to hear? So it depends where you meet them.
I think that you probably start closer to 100.
And
then you learn the person, you learn what their problems are, what their icks are, what they mama and daddy issues are, and then I think it brings them closer to like that 75, 80. And then somewhere in there, you figure out what number you can dwell on and be happy with them.
So you saying, okay, if I was a person listening, I'm saying, okay, and correct me because this is what I'm understanding or comprehending it as. Find somebody you think is perfect. Understand that only about 2/3 of them will be, or 3/4 of them will be, and learn to accept that they won't be. Because like if I meet you and I believe that you're 100, it's actually a letdown when you start going, right? 'Cause it's like, damn, I thought you were perfect. But really to be more so grateful that they're actually still 3/4 of what you thought that they were.
So 75%.
Yeah, 75, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
25, 25, 80.
Meeting somebody and thinking, again, we all show up with a representative, and thinking that you're going to meet somebody and they're going to be the same person over time is crazy. It's not realistic. Idealism versus realism. That's why I always try to say to people, like, realistically, yeah, sure, that's just how a person is. Idealistically, yeah, you guys are going to get a white picket fence and he's going to love you and never see another woman and not be attracted to A, B, and C. Like, but that's not reality. So
I think that like my version personally of 80-20, let's just say, is a entirety or totality thing of the relationship. Because I could give you 100%. I could be that 100 for 12 months. Shit, I might be 50 the next 12 months. But then I might be 80 by the third year. And if I look at the relationship from a total of a 5 or 10 year span, it's like, hey, at this point, I was really strong and we were really much in alignment and agreement. We didn't really have any issues. I was that 100% person that you were wanting. The year after that, I might have slacked off, whatever have you.
Super sorry. If you want 50%.
Yeah,
Super sorry.
Maybe, right? So maybe I was super sorry. I wasn't focused. I wasn't as committed or whatever the case may be. But if I look at something as a whole and say, okay, in 10 years, if I average every year out, I average to 80. But I won't be 80 this whole time.
I think that's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
I actually think that's fair. And I'm only saying that because we all have like our like
ups and downs.
Yeah, you have your ups and downs like in a relationship, but you as a person have your ups and downs. It's just like you might get stuck in a rut, or you might go through a bout of depression, or something traumatic could happen. You lose a parent. Like you as a person, you're gonna
fluctuate.
You know. So I feel like if you just keep a batting average, you know, at around a certain number,
65.
Nah, you gotta go higher.
yeah,
You gotta be 80.
But think about it. Think about the bar you're setting, saying that you were 100% for 12 months. So she's looking at you as this warrior, and then if something happens to you, you're not that warrior anymore. But you did that to yourself, trying to just overcompensate. I think that's overcompensation, 100%. It's just
Maybe no. It's
too
just
much.
sometimes.
But he said his first year.
Sometimes you clicking on all
No.
cylinders. You know, you have moments, and I mean, I look at everything like a sports game, right? You have moments where you're going to have that game where you can't miss a shot.
12
don't-
months is a year. That's 100%.
Well, I'm saying, let's say you have one great season, right? Then you have one off season.
Undefeated.
Then you have your sophomore slump. That's what they call it.
Okay.
Doesn't mean you're a terrible player. It just means you had a bad season. And then maybe the next year you have to go back. You have to go get coaching. You have to go do therapy. You might have to do whatever you have to do. Then you get back to where you were. So my thing is, I would prefer, my only speaking for myself, I would prefer a high average over a consistent, over that consistency, because I don't believe it's going to last. I mean, they say consistency is the hardest thing to do as a person. So to be consistently 80, for me, I personally believe you're chipping away at 80 for you. Because those times where you're up, those times where you're down and you're still being 80 for me, I know you must be really down, because you really need to attend to yourself. You know, and I think that's why there's a fluctuation, because at some point in time in your relationship, and I'm not talking about just 1 year or 2 year relationship, I'm talking about like 4, 5, 10, 15 years. People go through ups and downs, and they got to choose themselves at some point. At some point, they got to choose
So
themselves.
why not come into that realistically, not 65. Let's say 70%.
That's cool.
So then you can see me jump up 20% to a 90. You can see me go
But like
20% down to a 50, and
But
you
what-
can recognize that, as opposed to me keeping up 100%, right? And then me telling you, hey, it was an off year.
But but I think he would. I think he's saying 100% in that first year, because you said this earlier. You have someone's avatar. You don't necessarily get like the fullness of a person. One, because they're probably not even going to let you in close enough to understand them on a certain level. So it's probably easier to be 100%. You know, and it's easier to be something that you're not.
Yeah.
That first year.
I don't think
Yeah, but
anyone
then
should be
aren't
starting
you-
off at 100%.
That's yeah.
I don't. But I don't.
it's easier. You know why? Let me.
Why is it easier though?
Because so the key word that I was trying to
It's like a
hone in
honeymoon
on
phase.
was alignment. See, when I'm seeking for somebody and they're seeking for somebody, at that present time, we both have whatever we are attached to in terms of desires and preferences, and they're aligning at that time. Now, 3 years from now, my desires and preferences could change. My personality can change. Her personality can change. So we're just not aligned. It's not that I'm really 80% because I'm the bad person. I'm 80% for her new version,
Yes.
or she's 60% for my new version, right? So we're never gonna stay the same. So like when it's it's easier when I can meet you and we can align right then and there. But as we both grow, we start to go in different directions. You might like doing this. I don't want to go to the opera. Opera is now something that you now love. Now, it took me a year or two to accept opera, right? But in that present time, I was at 60% because we were arguing about going to opera, and you felt like I didn't care about you.
Oh, but the first year of the 100%, were you going to the opera?
It never existed. It wasn't a
Okay.
desire.
Okay. I
You
get
get what
you.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like we like, and I caught myself doing this too. It's like I get into a relationship with this person, and I hold them to who they were. I met them 4 years ago,
They shouldn't be the same.
and they
person.
shouldn't be the same. They're not going to be the same. So, okay, we might have some misalignment here. This version of you is not clicking with this version of me. So I might say you're 50, but really you are still the same person. It's just that my next version, I hope, can come to more so a closer alignment. So now that you're back at that 80 or 70 mark.
And that takes work.
And time.
It takes
Yeah.
work, it takes time, and it takes a lot of self-awareness.
Compromise.
Yeah, it does, because if you just be like, well, what is me?
You'll be like, what? See that's when I start exiting.
Right, like
Yeah,
you're not going to
yeah.
get nowhere.
Listen, if anybody's listening, they think that a relationship or a marriage, specifically a marriage, is going to be a cakewalk, you're in for a rude awakening.
Don't do
Because
it.
it never will be.
Oh my God, don't say that.
I'm not saying don't do it, but like it
exactly.
ain't. It's not.
Rome.
It's not a cakewalk.
Even if you have everything that you want, at some point you're gonna want something else.
Yeah.
You're a human being. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got to figure out. Like you have to be committed to that marriage, and you have to figure out how to stay in that marriage. And again, this goes back to what.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Rome's.
Oh, it goes back to what you were saying about like adjusting to the person that your partner evolves into. Because I mean, real talk, you shouldn't be the same 5 years later. And if you are, it's problematic.
For real.
Is this the bad? I'm sorry. I'm not married. And this is the part that kills me. Is the for better or for worse? And sickness and health, right? So sickness and health is like, okay, you get sick. That covers that. For
You
better or
lose a
for
limb.
worse, the worst could be that this person becomes a terrible, abusive person.
Well, I think that there are exclusions. Someone's abusive to you, then you handle that.
Okay.
However, you see fit. Some people that's leaving. For other people that's calling.
Not physically abusive. I'm just saying.
It also says till death do us part.
Say what?
Just kidding.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's an anomaly. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, unless it's a bunch of abusive people around here. I don't know. But I think if someone's doing that and you value yourself, then you're going to see about that the best way that suits you, whether that's leaving or other stuff, you know.
But when you get married, isn't it supposed to be like you're not supposed to get divorced because you took a vow under
We
God?
live in America.
No. I understand. This is the thing. So if you start all this and you're saying, listen,
It got to be in the Bible somewhere where it say don't beat nobody or something.
no, I'm not even saying
Right.
beat. No, please don't beat people. I say this. It should just be updated. This whole marriage thing should be updated, and you should figure out what works for
Something about the
you.
Bible.
Because the Bible needs to be updated too. But I'm saying,
Hey,
find that verse for
go to page 77.
First
We got to wipe
Timothy
that shit out.
10:14.
me. Yeah, I just don't
'Cause
like.
this shit don't even make sense no more.
I just don't like that
My
part.
thing-
Get rid of 2 Timothy.
My thing is, I think there's a big difference between a relationship that is not suiting you and you're unhappy with
Yes.
versus a relationship where you hit a point where you're like, I could find better, right? Like sometimes you probably could find better at that current time. But eventually that person that you found is better is going to become a person that you probably not like as well. So if you keep on searching for what's better, right, during pivotal times of change and, you know, evolving, whether it be you or them, you're never going to have commitment to anything. You know what I'm saying? So are you committed to a relationship or are you committed to your desires?
Okay, so I don't know about
Can't
men's
relate yet.
relationships, but women, we have some friends who are low maintenance, and you have some friends who are high maintenance. I'm a low maintenance friend. Like I'm very low maintenance, but that's a friendship. I'm not with these people when we left college. Those are the last days we was ever gonna be together every single day. You know what I mean? But now I won't say a stranger, but this is someone who they're a friend, but I'm with them every single day. I'm making life decisions with them. I'm making decisions about my own life because of them. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, we're going to get sushi, or oh, your dog died and you can cry on my shoulder.
I mean, look, my friends don't inconvenience me and they know better. You know, my girl finds a way to inconvenience me on a daily basis. It could be a dish. She gonna find a way to do something that's gonna be like, why is this happening? Right? Why is this one extra thing that I gotta do now because you didn't do it? Right? And all those little things add up. So I think it's different. So like when I have my friends and some of my homies, they start irritating me too. But then I'd be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just
Not even
I'm
y'all.
gonna go home.
I'ma just-
I'm gonna go home to my girl.
no.
Right. Let her irritate me.
There's nowhere to turn for us.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually always say that I would never live with a friend. I just wouldn't do that to myself.
I'm still
really
friends
like
with
my
my
friends that
old
much.
roommate. We were really friends, then roommates, and we were roommates in 2 colleges.
So y'all got kicked out
I
together.
was about to say, so y'all was just hopping
No,
around together?
We went to a place in Pennsylvania, realized it was very, very racist, where they would drive around with Confederate flags, so we felt uncomfortable. So then we both made the decision, because we both played football. So I'm like, yo, let's bounce. Let's go to Montclair. So then we went to Montclair State. But in that time, I realized that he was a habitual liar. And I was like, bro, and mind you, I always knew he was a liar. But I was like, all right, cool. I don't mind. I don't give a fuck when you start lying. Lie. I would laugh at the lies because I would watch people eat up the lies. But then when you started including me in your lies, and I didn't tell me about them, and people were telling me stories of your lies that I didn't even know, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was where? I did what? No way, bro. You could lie about you. Don't lie about me. You know?
So your problem was that he was including you in his lies.
Yeah.
But he wasn't lying to you, though.
No.
was lying to
Yeah.
him.
Nah, the thing is,
But lying to me is the entertainment. Like that, we laugh at that. But lying
can't-
on
nah,
I
it-
definitely
there's some
laugh at
homies
that.
that you can't lie to. Yeah, it's like he knows he can't lie to me. It's whenever he tried, like, bro, come on.
yeah,
You tell me stories that I was there. You know that? Like, so
it happened.
you know, we had but I had these friendships since 7th, 6th, 5th grade. So by the time we in college, I done been friends with you for like 10 years already. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know you like my brother. You know what I'm saying? For you to lie to me is, you know you can't get it off. So, but when you was doing all the other shit, I'm like, nah, because you included me in your lies. They're going to say, I'm a lying ass nigga too. I don't want to be no lying ass nigga on this campus.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Birds of a feather.
So men need to socialize with friends twice a week to stay healthy. A new study conducted by the University of Oxford suggests that for men, grabbing a few drinks with your buds or socializing is not only for a good time, it's essential to good health.
I mean, listen, I never want to be your life. I don't even have the capacity to be your life in my life. I would love for you to have a responsible life with responsible friends in responsible places, doing responsible things with responsible behavior. The second one of those things
Okay,
are
father.
non-existent is the second that I have an issue with either you, your choice of friends, or the venue you decided to go to.
Are you doing the same?
I am doing the same.
I think if you're doing the same, then
I would rather, like, here's the thing.
Nigga,
I go to my homie's crib and just chill. Like, yo, fuck it, we just chilling. We ain't doing shit. Oh,
Yeah,
there's a
but you
bitch
need
at
a
his
plan-
house.
you
Like,
need a
what is you
plan for
talking
that.
about? His wife is upstairs.
Yeah.
Like,
You need a plan for that. Like, oh, what are y'all gonna do? I don't know. Well, where are you going to eat? I really don't know. I don't know yet.
You just end up kicking it, ordering a pizza.
No, I ain't ordering pizza. If I'm out, I'm out.
I thought you
See?
liked pizza.
no, you don't have to actually be out.
he
out.
lying. He said, I don't know. But now if I'm out, I'm out. Which
No,
one is
I'm
it?
saying if I'm
Which
leaving
one
the
is
house,
it?
Said
I'm
we
not going to my
cannot
friend's
stay in the house and order a pizza. We gotta go somewhere.
If I'm out, if I'm not home, I'm trying to have a good time. I'm not trying to be up in the fucking house eating
Right.
pizza with my friend.
Right. So
We
if
can
you
go
know,
out to get
if you
pizza.
know you going somewhere, and she's saying, well, where y'all going?
We don't know yet.
You just outside driving, wasting up gas.
I do that by
no,
myself.
I actually do that all the
I
time.
don't ever have a plan
we
before I
don't
leave.
just plan,
Like,
yeah.
I'll text my boy, be like, yo, what's up? Like, what's up? Like, all right, bet I'll be there in
We'll
15 minutes.
figure it out, but I'm
Yeah,
coming
figure
to
it
your
out. That's
house.
it.
I'm getting ready and I'll be there in 20.
See, the thing is, like, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm only gonna speak for myself. Everything in my fucking life is so thought out and planned. I just be wanting to be spontaneous. Like,
Yeah, I don't got
all right,
that.
fuck,
I'm
yo,
not spontaneous.
yeah, I,
I'm not
Spontaneous.
planned.
I need to be like, yo, bro, yeah, we here. All right, cool. Meet me. Where you want to meet me? Shit, I'm near Big Shots. Pull up the Big Shots. All right, fuck it, I'll meet you over there.
Big shot.
It's like a little bar, sports bar by my house. We go over there, like, let's say we drink, like, all right, cool. What you want to do there? This shit whack. Yeah, this shit whack. Let's
Where you
get out.
going next?
So it's 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? We get the happy hour. It's chilling, bro. We chilling, bro. You trying to do too much.
Oh, 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm like, where else are you going at 4 a.m.?
Like, late night is different. Like, a club is a club.
Club. You old.
You know what I'm saying? I'm old.
Yeah, club. They don't call them clubs anymore.
Where they go? Strip clubs?
Discotheques.
What?
no.
Ain't no curfew.
And also, I don't think that all women are opposed to men having freedom.
Yeah. Like,
I think that
matter of fact, leave,
What kind of man do you have,
please.
though?
So I can be at the house by myself. Ain't nobody asking me no questions.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, can you take the dog if you don't mind?
I ain't taking no dog out with me. Where am I gonna take the dog?
I don't know. You're out during the day. She likes car rides, take her with you. Like, I'm just saying, like, I like being at my house. Like, I like my house.
You know, I
And
feel
I
like
also like when it's nice and quiet and I'm by myself. Anybody asking me no questions. Anybody asking me to do nothing. It's just me.
Erin, so I'll ask you this. I feel like my current situation is a lot different than my previous situation, but she's more so in alignment to how your situation is in terms of moving from the West Coast or the west side of the country to the east side of the country. And
Everybody ugly over here?
no, but I'm saying like friends are not the same. So
Yeah.
so like for me, it's like
what you
I
mean.
go out with my friends, I be feeling bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm having a good old time. I got all my homies I done knew for 20 years here. All her friends on a 6-hour flight. You know what I'm saying? So even her friends here are still not her friends. They're her new friends. So it's only but so much, I guess, like decompressing she's gonna actually have. So I don't know. Like, is
No,
that?
I actually think that you read that situation like pretty accurately because when I'm home in Houston, like I can literally just be out with my friends all day long. Like
But
literally.
Erin also goes to Houston once a week. So
That makes sense. That
she's
makes
not
sense
yearning
because-
for her friends.
Well,
That's
so and so that
She
that is
sees
part
them
of it.
all the
like,
time.
That is part of why I go home a lot because I want to get like my feel with my friends, with my cousins, with my parents, with my siblings. Like I don't have any of that here, so I don't get that here. Whereas my husband does. All of his people are here,
Yeah.
even people who he went to 3rd grade with. You know,
Yep,
like
yep.
I don't. Like my line sister lives here, but my line sister also travels a lot. So we don't even have a lot of like shared time. So I actually understand exactly what you're saying. It's different when I hang out. I'm not gonna hang out all day in New York, really, because I don't.
Yeah.
It ain't much to do for me.
And I really don't know these people like that. And I think like, so my situation is like, and we got a kid, right? So even if I do leave, well, we have kids. So even if I do leave, you know, I'd be like, damn. Because I try to be fair. So I'd be like, damn, I know I'm having a ball. She ain't going to have this ball. Even if she went outside tomorrow, she can't have with the ball that I'm having. And I'd be like, all right. So like I found myself trying to not do as much because I didn't want it to be as unfair of an advantage that I have being home, like where I was raised, in the state that I was raised at least, versus she's on a deserted island damn near.
What a
Well,
question?
do you?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. Do you create opportunities for her to?
Mingle?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
but
said, a lot of your friends are married or have girls or whatever.
yeah, but it's still not the
It's
same
different.
because so like the thing is, and she already did that. We went through this process and she's like, it's still technically your fucking friend.
Yep.
Even though it's his girl that you don't really care about or know about or wife, whatever it may be, that's still like your involved, it's your world.
Friend circle.
Yeah. It's still your world. So even if I say something, I don't think that she's gonna say anything, but at the end of the day, like that's your people. Your people's people.
Yeah.
She wants a level of confidentiality too, probably.
Yeah.
Right, to tell them, to talk shit.
Yeah.
But
It's very true. Like, well, Rico, I have a question. Does she? I mean, I know it's a very long flight. Been there, done that.
yeah.
Like, does she meet? Maybe like she and her friends like meet halfway and hang out,
So,
or does she
here's
go
my thing.
home a lot, or what?
I don't want to disrespect anybody.
But I'm gonna disrespect
So we'll
somebody.
just leave it at that. But the answer to your question is no. No, it's not. It's not about that. It's not about that. I mean, so here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this general. It has nothing to do it has nothing to do with this topic. But I personally believe friends have levels of effort. Real friends have level of effort that will be shown. And when I feel like a friend is not having any level of effort, it's not really your real fucking friend.
So none of her friends have made the effort to come see her.
I said this is not in conjunction with this.
Wait. And so
Yeah.
I agree with that. I've actually like a friend. We've been friends since 9th grade, and at one point I was just like, I'm the one that's giving.
Yep.
Again, I'm a hands-off friend, very low maintenance, and she's not. And I was pouring into that, and I was like, you know what? After the very last time something happened, I was like, you know what? I think this is
The end.
Yeah, just the end of the road. It is what it is. No hard feelings. I love you to death, but like it's too much for me.
Yeah.
But that has to be her decision.
Yeah. I don't. My thing is, I don't. And again, we're not talking about.
See it.
We're not talking about the same thing here. But I would never tell. I realize that most people don't know what a good friend is. And because they don't know what a good friend is, they'll keep somebody because of the history that they have, but not understanding that's not a good friend.
Yeah.
Like, for me, personally, I will never have a friend who has never seen my child, especially after 3, 4, 5 years of being born. There's not an excuse, a situation. Well, there is an excuse if you were, like, physically ill. You know what I'm saying? But if you were fine, let's just say you were fine, and you're traveling everywhere else, right? But even if, there would never be a situation where my best friend will not see my kids or kid ever in their life.
What if they see him on FaceTime and send gifts?
There would never be a situation where my best friend didn't even send a gift.
Well, you're saying best friend is different.
Even
because your regular friends.
I only have best friends.
You had a COVID baby?
Yeah, technically. Yeah.
You have a what?
COVID
like,
baby.
Was his baby born during COVID?
That's what I said. I said COVID.
No, but I'm saying even like years down the line, because we're 4 years out of COVID.
Amanda,
No.
I'm in my 30s. We only have best friends at this age.
Close friends.
Well, I call them close friends as best friends. Again, it's their decision. I am not involved in your decision of who you decide to be friends with. If you want to be a fool with your friend in the decision, then you be a fool with your friends in your decision. But what I will say is I know what a good friend is and what a not good friend is.
Yeah, but don't you have to trust her to realize what a good friend is for her?
No, I don't got it. I don't care about their friendship. I just like
it's not about you caring. It's about what she wants, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you want it, you're keeping it.
Yeah, but if your influencer said, my friend called me 3 times last week, and your friend hasn't called you in a month.
And I'm
like if you're
knowing Rico,
influencing it-
I'm sure he does shit like that.
Well, this is not about Rico. This is not about Rico.
First of all, this is all projection here.
It's about Richard.
What I'm saying is,
Rico.
I don't have, see the difference? I am not someone to throw something in your face. I let you see what the fuck is going on. And I watch, because when people see what the fuck things are going on, then they try to, tighten their situation up too. Like, oh wait, my situation ain't that tight. Let me just tighten these screws up. But I don't need to do all of that. My friends are great fucking friends. I'm at that age where my friends, we all have at least a decade plus. Nobody else besides very, very selective new friends. Like I got a new friend that I coach with. That's obviously a new friend, but we're hands-on with the kids and helping them develop. But outside of that, there's nobody that's new in my life. Everybody's been here for a long time. Shit, Alan's been here since 7 years ago in 3 months. Like everybody around me has been a friend for a very long time.
It's hard to make friends as you get older too.
That was my next question.
Yep.
Do you think it's harder for women to make friends the older you get? And if so,
Real
why?
friends, not the
I was
kiki
about
ha-ha
to, no,
friends.
I was
They
about
gotta
to
get it
say
to, like,
it's
real friends,
actually
though.
not that hard
You're in
to
your
make
20s.
friends as you're older, but they're not like genuine friendships. They're friendships that you can have just for like a kiki, like,
Companionship, kind of.
but
Y'all just
it
be gossiping
does
about
not.
Instagram memes.
Yeah, I mean, and it's very surface level friendships. It's
I hate that shit.
So I'll say this: like I have made a good friend since I've moved here, but I think it's harsh. I think it's partly because we have a friend in common, and we're both good friends with that friend.
Makes sense.
And we just happen to live in the same city, so we linked up because of our friend in common. Yeah.
Okay.
And also not being from here. Also both married to Jamaicans. Like we just have like a lot of like commonalities, and I think we sort of clicked very easily. But you gotta think how many years I've been here already, and I really got like one friend. I think and I'll say this: I think part of it is what I was saying earlier. Everything is a personal choice. A lot of times as adults, a lot of times we have to choose between a bad situation and a bad situation. So you got to pick the best of the worst, and
Oh, you're talking about when he said coming home that your woman will probably if a man's out with his boys could probably want to do something after, and he could be like, man, I'm not even trying to hear her mouth, so I'm gonna go home. And you were telling Alan, well, okay, that's your choice. You can choose to go home and not hear her mouth, or you could choose to be out and come home later and hear her mouth.
Right.
Just giving them context. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. So I look at it like everything is a personal choice, and you base your personal choice on what you know the consequences are likely to be. But the thing is that if I know you left the house early for brunch, what's reasonable is for you to come home by midnight. However, if you plan to stay out late and you don't want to hear no bullshit, you just call like, hey,
See,
I'm alive.
I'm gonna stop it right there because what he's saying is, that sounds great. I'd love to be able to be like, hey,
I don't want
by
to
the way,
report.
I know I've been out since 3, but I'm alive. And then you not on the other line like, because we know you on the other line like that, right? It sounds great. We all, a lot, thank you. As-
No, I'm not. That's the thing. Literally, that's all. Literally,
You want to check in message.
because
But
otherwise,
I don't be thinking about you when I'm outside with the fellas. I'm like, I'm gonna get home. I gotta get home.
and that's cool.
That's why I'm
cool,
asleep.
but don't.
I'm asleep at home.
And that's cool, but
Maybe I might spend the night if I give
see,
you an
you-
update.
wow.
I might,
No,
You,
no,
wow.
but you know what?
I just got in trouble for
I'm not
consideration.
gonna lie here.
So
Hold
I
on.
I get what you're saying, and I said you want us to be considerate, right? So you saying, who told you? Why are you expecting me to be home at 12? Why is that a reasonable hour to you? That's not reasonable. If I'm out, I'm out. You said that was reasonable.
No, hold on. It's reasonable
I be
because you
like,
went out for
okay.
brunch. Because you went out
Okay.
for brunch. So
that's
Okay.
the issue. That's the
Okay.
issue right there.
Now I'm gonna send that text,
I
right?
don't-
And you already in the okay mood.
no,
Nah, you don't know what you did. See, this is the issue. I'm gonna tell you the issue. I'm not, and I'm being completely honest. I am not willing to date a girl who is just like me. I don't give a fuck. I want her to be like, even if he comes home at 3 a.m. and I don't like it, I don't have it in me to stay out to 3 a.m. 11:30, 12 is my cap. That's the one I want. I don't want the girl that's gonna go tit for tat because now we going from a battle to a war here.
I'm sleeping in
We're
Brooklyn.
gonna go from a battle. You see what I'm saying? It went from a battle to a war.
sleeping
here.
in Brooklyn.
Next thing you know, I done fuck around and packed your shit. like yo.
first of all, okay, so my toxic trait is that I like a little bit of toxicity, right? Somebody like Rico will get me fucking going. That's what you
See?
think?
See?
That's what you think? All right, nigga.
But
All
what happened,
right.
What happened to the just text me and let me know that you're gonna be
Exactly. That's what. Hold on. And I'm not saying, hold on. And we're
Are
not
you saying
even.
you sent the text or no?
No.
Oh, he's
He's
bugging.
saying.
I'm
That's
send you
not
the
what.
text.
That's not what I said at all. They just
Okay.
answered for me.
I didn't think you said that.
Yeah, I didn't think.
What did you say?
Wait, hold on. Because what he did say was, I can do whatever I want.
What the fuck did I say that
No.
on camera?
No.
Did
No,
anybody?
listen.
I'm paraphrasing.
They be like, yo,
I'm
chat,
paraphrasing.
chat. Did I say
I
that,
love
chat?
this.
I
Chat,
can
did I
do
say
whatever-
that? Comment right
I
here and
can
say,
do
well, Rico
whatever
didn't say
I
that.
want.
Amanda's bugging.
3 a.m. it is.
Yeah.
But your ass be home by 11 p.m.
I never said chat. Did I say that? Yo, chat.
What the hell?
Chat.
What the hell?
Chat.
Somebody.
That's fair. That's called balance.
I don't like that. But
Yin
that's cool.
and yang. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I don't want. So let's just say this. I don't do well with tit for tat. Right? I don't do
So
well.
don't tit.
Well, no, it's,
And it won't be
it wasn't
a tat,
It
baby.
wasn't never a tit. My thing
Like,
is.
cause I'm a tat all day once
I'm
you
petty
tit.
as
But, like,
Like that's the problem.
Same.
I'm
that's-
super
first of all,
petty.
you're both Sagittarius. It makes sense. It's the
Big
same.
Sag gang.
Like
What
it's
I'm
like
saying-
don't start it.
Big
Like
Sag
but
gang.
I'm really just
I didn't
chilling.
even start that. You didn't even hear me out.
No, I be saying it.
Chat,
I'm really
she not
just
listening,
chilling.
chat.
That's my shit. I'm really just chilling right
Can
now.
I talk, chat? Can I talk?
Do you
please?
want to tit?
All
What?
I'm saying is, if I stay out to 3 a.m. and at midnight or not even 11 p.m., I sent you the check-in text. Yo, listen, I'm still out with the boys. We about to go over to this other spot. I'm gonna be home soon or later.
What do you expect back from that? What would you like back, and what do you expect back? How about that?
What I would like back?
Yes. For the men out there, this is what we would like back.
Hold on.
Ready?
Rico's talking for himself.
Oh no. Go.
Okay, babe.
I
Have
hate
fun.
babe. Don't say babe.
Have fun.
Don't say babe. Don't say babe.
Okay, babe.
I'll
Okay.
kill somebody over babe.
My girls call me babe. I be like, okay, babe or no babe. Insert daddy. Have fun.
Yikes.
Enjoy. Be safe. I'll see you when you get home. All right, lit. And I go out. Now, Now, let's say I send that.
You will not get
now,
home.
now
I'll be
what
on
I'm
my
really gonna
fifth
get?
What you
dream
really
by the
gonna
time
What I'm
we
really
get
gonna
home.
get?
Yeah.
It's a plethora of things, but let's just go with one, and we'll say like, oh, so you think you could be out all day and night? Like, what the fuck is going on? Then like, or you get the OI, or you get the K, or you get the cool. I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I beefing with you now?
There's no beef.
Yes, there is, because that was a tit to you. And I didn't even try to tit. I'm just walking on eggshells for no reason.
I'm just saying.
You don't get the phone call?
No. I don't get the phone call, but some people might. Because the thing is, if you call me and black out while I'm in public, I don't like that. I don't like that because I don't want to have to step aside and talk to you. Because if I step aside and talk to you, I'm gonna yell, right? So that's how I keep it. But that's
And
just
then
me.
and then you're just gonna get him more amped up. Like, nah, my shorty's bugging. Nah, we outside. We
Yeah,
going out.
like, you
And
thought
then
I was coming home at 3? Well, watch this. No, I'm kidding.
You just amped him. You just amped him
Chat,
up
I'm
and
playing,
sent
chat, I'm
him
playing.
out,
Chat,
and
I'm
now
playing.
he's out for the next couple of hours doing God knows
I'm
what.
playing, but
Now
that's
I literally just have to leave the house.
see, that's what
Just
I'm saying,
because.
bro. Like
Yeah.
now I got
Just because.
Now look,
Yeah.
now I gotta
Go to the
check the
fucking
location.
spot.
Like,
No, I'm leaving
where
the
you
house.
at, chat? Like she bugging
leaving
out.
the
Why
house.
she playing with me? Like, why now I gotta leave my event
Now,
because
even
you
Even if I'm
want to
just
fuck
going
around.
to my
Remember,
homegirl's house,
he
when
sent
you
the
come
text.
back here
He
at
sent
3
the
a.m.
text.
Mind you, I sent it. I
He sent the
tried it.
text.
I tried
Now
it.
she got to leave the house.
No. I'm saying
No,
what
we're-
she was saying.
Yeah.
I'm reacting to what she was
All
saying.
right, don't react because that's her. She's a girl. She's not the guy. So look, now I'm saying that's excuse me, the realistic response I'm gonna get. Okay, cool. Something dry as hell or something that I know is leading to some type of confrontation when I get home.
Passive.
Right? And so I'm like, all right,
I don't know how
now
to not be.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the worst thing women could do. You piss your dude off while he outside. I had no intention on cheating, by the way.
Jesus.
But today, since it's okay, bet.
You see how easy they
I'm like,
are?
all right, well,
The okay bet is gonna send you.
because the okay
Nigga,
bet means when I get home,
the
you about to
fuck?
piss me off. So if I'm gonna be mad, I might as well be mad for
when
something
you
I
get
actually
home,
did.
nigga, I'm asleep.
Exactly.
See, I
On
like
my
that.
fifth
I like
dream
that.
when you get home. What are you
No, she
talking
catch
about?
it.
Yeah, like-
She's a Gemini. They be sitting at the door like, what are
Hell
you doing,
no.
bro? It's
Hell
like,
no. I'm not waiting for you
Wait,
to.
listen, chat. Can I just finish what I'm trying to say? Let me just finish.
Who is that? What you?
Who's
I
that?
don't
It's
know.
the chat I'm talking to. I want to finish what I'm trying to say. I want to finish what
Who be saying that?
Yeah, chat.
it's
Some,
the new thing they be doing. I'm trying to be hip with
He's
the
trying to
young
be the cool
You know
kid.
what I mean?
I was like, what is it?
I'm looking for.
I'm like,
Stop! Don't look. You gonna look old. And don't look.
He was looking at.
I thought you could see the words on the screen. I'm like,
Chat
I
is
get
looking,
it now.
but chat is watching us.
chat.
So
All right.
look, so what I'm saying is, I don't want, going back to it, and I'll keep it brief, I don't want to date a person who will take me being out, even if I check in with them, as me trying to play with them or thinking that I am disrespecting them, and then retaliating as if I intentionally disrespected them. So for me, what works best is somebody who that's not even in their nature. Like, I'm not even thinking that you trying to fuck around. I'm not thinking that you trying to play me. That's that New York shit. I'm not thinking that you doing it. I'm like, all right, cool. Get home safe. Make sure you don't do nothing stupid. And I'll see you later. Cool. I got some good dick for you when I get home because now you made me happy. I can't wait to get home now. I'm going to take a couple extra shots before I go.
I'd be like, I'm sleep.
No, because that would
Hey,
have
where you at?
that. No wait, that should have convinced you to come home in the first place.
why?
What the
Wait,
fuck?
hold on.
Chat, she's bugging, chat.
I'm sleep.
No, hold on.
You about to make chat log off.
No, hold on.
I'm sleep.
If you were out from brunch,
Brunch.
I expected you.
Henny and Red
I
Bull.
expected just by midnight. Shut up.
Disgusting.
By midnight, yeah. By midnight,
She bugging.
he would have came home, right? But midnight comes and you want to go to yet another spot. I'm just gonna assume you've been spot hopping for the day.
All day.
So what?
But
No,
at
let her finish,
midnight,
let her finish.
exactly, you could have went to any other spot. Now I'm not gonna say no, what the fuck, blah blah blah. But I'm sure if it was a woman, they want to go home and have sex after drinking that much alcohol for the whole day.
What does that mean to me?
What does that got to do with what?
Wait,
Because he just talked about, oh, I'm gonna have some good dick for you, but why you going to the next spot? Come home and give me the dick right now.
Or the,
Why are you going to yet
Because-
another spot?
you gotta cook some more.
I'm still baking, baby. I'm still. That was the preheat. Man. That was the preheat.
That shit's still on there.
425 right there.
Yeah, I actually wasn't even drinking hard liquor at the brunch. I had
It was just
champagne.
that
Yeah, what the? But now we turning it up. Like,
We was just playing around.
what I'm trying to say is this: I don't mind a girl going out and having fun.
I
As
want
long
you
as she
to.
home by 10 p.m.
No. Listen. I'll be honest with you. I will be honest
You guys
with you.
disgust me.
I never dated a girl past 23 years old, myself, when I was 23 or older, who wasn't in a club and in a section. So now if I know my girl going out with her girls, they going in another nigga section. So because yeah, and it's like, why you gotta be in another nigga section? I'm not going in another woman's section.
Oh, you had me, Rico.
Right.
I
So
was on your team for a
yeah,
minute.
because you were by
And
the
I love
bathroom,
when
but
you-
this different.
Rome, I love when you vocalize when he's off the team.
Nah, because you're bugging.
I
'Cause
love
said-
when you
just
vocalize
said
that he
don't-
lost you.
You don't want her to take you sending the text as a tit, right? But she got to come home by 10 o'clock.
Who said that? What are you talking? Chat.
Okay, so she can stay out. Wait, but he can.
Yes, chat. I'm a
Cool.
man.
But wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm a man. Oh my
But then you gonna be hot when she comes home in the house at 4 o'clock, right?
What I'm going to say is like, I'm not saying that this world is fair.
Oh God.
And I ain't saying that I'm fair in that regard either. But what I'm saying is, so to alleviate confrontation in my relationship, or to eliminate the confrontation in my relationship, I want somebody who doesn't possess that desire anyways. So that's where it's the opposites attract. Like, even if they want to do it, they're not gonna do it. That's not who they are. They're gonna stay true to themselves. I'm not getting in any relationship to go to war with you over coming home late. Now, 5 o'clock in the morning, I think to me as a man is a little, you pushing the limits. But 3 o'clock, I mean, listen, depending on where you're at, that's when the shit usually, if you're in New York, the shit closes around 4 or 5. You home about an hour or two before it closed. That means you left at 2:30 to get home. That's reasonable. Now, if I come home at 2:30 and now the next day you like, I'm going out. And I'm like, what? See, that's the shit that get me mad. Because
She wasn't going out already? Like,
no, she decided to
That's
go
the
out
tit.
because of what I did the day
the tit.
before. That's the shit I can't deal
that
with.
ain't no real tit for tat. The real tit for tat gonna let that bitch warm up. Give it a couple weeks. You gotta have that bitch
Wait,
to pre-cook.
Preheating?
But hold
Or
on.
350
But what's
or
the
what? You had on broil.
No, it's like no. It's like preheating on like
100?
200,
issue?
175.
what's the issue?
Oh, that's a slow simmer. You a Sag for real.
See, but the thing
you
is,
know, Erin?
I'm very revengeful. So that's why I don't do
No,
well with
but
it.
You know what you do?
What's the issue
Let's just tell
though?
'em.
Even if it's a tat, first of all, it doesn't even have to be a tat. She might have just wanted to go out. You had a turn to go out, and she had to stay home with the kids. Now she wants to have a turn to go out because.
Shoot, why didn't we talk about this?
Did you
somebody
hear
might
me?
have
Is
just
it
invited her.
on? Even if it is a tat, it's not unfair. He had a day to go out. Now she wants a day to go out.
Yeah, somebody could have been like, hey,
tat or
let's go get a
not.
drink.
Exactly. Oh yeah, my friends actually did ask me if I want to go to brunch. I initially declined, but you know what? I think I'm gonna go.
That's a fucking.
And I said I don't give a F if it is a tit or
No,
a
that's a
tat
tat.
or
That's a tat.
It doesn't even matter if it's a tat.
no,
It's
that's a
fair.
tit because
It's
I didn't tit.
fair.
You decide. You can't choose my
Fucking
tits.
fair. If she wants to go out now,
Wait, hold on.
she can. It's all in her right.
Wait, hold on, chat. My tea is spiked.
Whose team are you on?
You can't choose my.
Bro, in situations like I don't know how to turn my nigga off because we gonna go toe for toe.
No, you turned me
every
off
time-
when you went out the next day.
Every fucking time.
I was turned off the very 12
But she's
hours
saying,
later.
you have to listen. She's not saying that she planned to do it just
the
because.
problem.
She's saying somebody hit her up. Hey, I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna go out. Like,
No, she said she initially declined it.
She wasn't going.
right.
But because I came home, now she going. That's fucking spite. I don't like spiteful women. Let's just put it down. I don't like it. I don't like spiteful behavior. I don't like spiteful women. The second you become spiteful to me is the second I will never trust you. Because if I unintentionally disrespect you and I didn't do it on purpose, and now I'm battling a war with you because you decided to actually take something offensive when I wasn't trying to be, and now you're actually being spiteful, you're gonna cause something that's not going to be beneficial for me or you.
And let me just reiterate my point one more time.
Chat the bugging.
Even if she initially declined the outing and decided to go, yes, it could have been a tat. It could have just her been wanting to go now. You'll never fucking know, but it's fair. It's fucking fair. It's fair. What do you mean? How is it not fucking fair?
Whoa.
She gets to go out. What?
Yeah,
What does it matter? What is it? I get to change my mind. How the fuck is that not fair?
What do you mean it's not?
How is it not fair? If I decided I didn't want to go somewhere yesterday, but today I changed my mind, is it not fair for me to change my fucking mind? I can change my mind. You got the fucking kids today. I'm going out.
That's why New York is the worst place to date.
And that's okay.
Chat, we gonna block her.
If I got a good man, I'm going home happily.
I'm gonna throw you on my shoulders and walk out the club like she
I'm going home happily. Not nobody telling me I gotta come and it's not fair. What the fuck are you talking about?
Why do you care about like my thing?
What? I gotta put my hat.
I'm gonna let them.
I'm done.
I don't think so. You think that everything in your relationship is fair?
Oh no.
No, we're not gonna go there.
Because she always with the chat. They don't want me to talk. Chat.
Yeah, let Aaron
Nah, he's
go.
done, chat. Chat, he's done.
Crazy out here, chat.
He's done.
All right. So I think my rationale doesn't necessarily align, even though I'm a tat the tit. I'm a tat the tit. However, I don't think my rationale necessarily aligns with like what you were saying. Because really, and Yumi made this point, really all I'm worried about is, are you okay? Because when I'm at home, I'm doing my own thing. I might have stepped out, came back, taken a nap, cleaning, doing whatever. Like I'm in my own zone. But if I don't hear from you for like a crazy amount of hours, I'm worried at this point. So if you don't, out of all these hours in the day, if you don't be like, hey, I'm going to be out late, or hey, I'm alive, I'm not in the ditch, there's not a bullet in my head, you know, like, I think like that is my issue because I'm a worrier. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, all my shit goes to like thoughts of what happens to black men like in America these days. Unfortunately, like that really should not be any of our reality. But like that's where my mind goes, you know? So I feel like because really if you come home that late, I'm asleep. And if I wake up and there's no text about your whereabouts, you're safe, you're okay, that's what's gonna have me awake now. Now I can't go the fuck back to sleep. You ruining my rest.
Because I'm worried.
Right, because now I'm worried and I can't sleep. And that's a problem. So at this point, okay, cool. I've already told you.
Oh,
now
shit.
I have to show you what it feels like.
I get it. All right, I'm cool with that.
Like that is it. I'm not being tit for tat for no reason. It's literally, I've told you what my one issue is. Literally. That's all it is. It's literally, are you safe? You could be out doing whatever the fuck you want to do. Because you know why? It's going to come out.
I'm glad you said that. I wanted to I want to ask you two questions, but I'm going to start with one. Personally, this is a personal question. Does Erin T. Campbell fear infidelity?
No.
I think that's great. Do you fear infidelity?
No.
You fucking liar, yo.
No, I don't.
Chat, she lying.
I don't think she's lying.
I don't.
She said no.
No, I swear, no.
Yeah, that 5'9"
I actually thought the same
Sorry.
thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking lies, yo. Now let me ask the ladies this question, and then I'll ask you, Rome. Or Rome, you answer after. Who do you think fears being cheated on more, women or men?
Men.
Man,
Who do you think?
Well, I don't fear infidelity. You're gonna cheat. You're gonna cheat, and
Generally.
Yeah, generally.
What he's asking is generally.
Doesn't have to be personal.
You think, who do you think fears being cheated on more? Men or women?
I think women. I feel women.
Would you like to?
Why I feel women? I feel that they see everything as every other female's competition, as opposed to men just being like, all right, just another nigga. She do that shit. She do that shit. That's. I'm sorry. That's for me. Sorry.
Nah, y'all niggas.
That definitely is a
They
you
be in
way
the
of
bathroom,
thinking.
bent,
Because-
throwing up.
I feel like the way these men's egos are so fucking huge
It's
to the
not.
point of not wanting their no, not you, Rome. Not you. You have your own way and we love you.
That shade chat?
We love you for it.
That shade chat?
I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't see any trees
waiting for the
around.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was.
No, the ego is very huge to the point where men don't want their women staying out late. Because what do you think she's doing? They don't want them to have whole friends because birds of a feather flock together. They don't want their girl to be cheating if they have cheating ass friends. Which honestly, to me,
Makes
there's-
sense.
I mean, to
Which
you
comes back
guys,
to
It doesn't make sense
choices,
to you?
just like Erin was saying, because I expect when you're out that you are making correct choices, and you decide to make whatever choice you make. So me policing what you're doing, no,
nothing.
send me a text. All right, cool, bet, or call
And
me.
some-
But you're gonna make the choice to do whatever you want to do, and I'm either gonna find out or I'm not.
Some men also know.
I very much agree with that. Like, I'll find out or I won't, to be honest.
Well, some men actually know that they're dating the follower. Okay?
Wait, say it again?
That's a bad decision on your end.
No, it's
part.
no.
No, wait. Say,
Majority of
Imagine knowing
Majority-
that your girl is the follower.
Majo-
a follower.
Majority of people are followers, first of all. There's only very few influencers, and that means in life and on Instagram, right? So majority of people are following to some extent, right? So some men know that they got the follower. So if you're going to follow
like, man,
anybody...
that dizzy bitch, you know she gonna do what her friends
Yeah.
do.
She don't even gotta be dizzy. She could just be.
She dizzy.
She really smart. But she the one that doesn't make the decisions. Like everybody has a head honcho in their group, right? Yeah, there's that friend that's like, nah, we going to the strip club. Niggas, but I don't want to go. Like, nigga, we going. Like, hi,
I'm that friend.
right? So what I say is, I'm saying that to say some men know that they got the follower out of the pack. And there's only usually one leader. And there's about 4 of you, 5 of you all together. So there's 4 of y'all that are following. And some men...
And it's one that's gonna be sleep all the time. She don't know what the hell
One
she
that's going to
doing.
be sleep with another nigga all the time. And so he just like, yo, I wish that my girl... Or I don't want to say wish, but he's like, I want to have my girl... I don't mind my girl going out, but I want her to follow the right people. I want her to follow the right crowd. And I know that this crowd isn't the right one. That doesn't change my love for her. It just I'm conscious about her inability to make isn't paying for shit. She lived with her mom and I live with my mom. I don't give a fuck. Do what you gonna do. But when I'm paying for all these fucking bills, you better not do what you
Are
want
you
to
paying
do.
all of the bills?
All of them.
Even my cell phone?
But your cell phone was not paid by me because of your choice, because you're fear I'll cut that bitch off, which I would.
Okay. My health insurance?
Health insurance is included, yes.
Oh,
Oh, you better act right then.
So look, let's say
willing to.
everything,
Yeah.
but that's the thing. I'm more
You was
so,
in love.
I'm saying I'm more so.
Or were you just a provider?
No, like you said.
No, I think that
that's
does
a 5'9"
make
foot.
That's you.
Nah, you see, his knees don't bend.
What are you talking about?
Like
My knees don't bend.
yeah, like he don't got
They're
enough
clearly
leg to
bending.
go on
A
the floor.
gnome.
I was doing this.
You
Yeah,
almost,
like
you
this.
almost, like you're a little, you about a half an inch away from having dangling feet.
What size are your feet?
A 10.
I was gonna say them hoes look kind of small.
It's a 43.
This is size 12, ladies.
He said,
Well,
ladies.
He's a gnome.
Well,
Whatever. She's a
well.
not with that laugh. But but yeah, I mean that would be the reason why I could imagine a man. There's also other reasons. Insecure men do exist. Yes, a lot of them.
Thank you. I'm so glad you put that on
they're
there.
they're in abundance, right? But
There's no
if I
shortage.
take away the insecure men and to say, do you worry about a woman cheating on you? Is more so because it's more so because of like what you're doing for her and what you're putting into the relationship, you know. And then you going out to 3:00, it just shows like a lack of respect for a man and a woman. Women are not supposed to be outside. If you're not about to walk outside at night, don't be in the club outside at night. That's how I feel.
Oh, I'll walk outside. And
Well, you thug, bro. You got your pocket knife
No,
with
but
you. I know.
nobody is
She got that
walking.
blade on. I know you got that
No
blade.
one's walking aimlessly at night at 3:00 in the morning. But when you are our age,
You be drunk chat in New York City. There's
No,
be
I-
hella
I don't-
alleyways with rats.
no way.
rats.
You see what she did, chat?
but when you go to
Abuse.
parties, we all know the party scene, it doesn't start until like midnight. Well, on the other hand, doesn't it depend on like where she went? Like if she was just hanging out with girls, she went to dinner, or maybe they went to a lounge after or whatever, then I'll understand she'll probably come home at midnight, maybe latest 1 a.m. But if she literally went out to party, what time did you expect her to come home? It doesn't even matter about if you live together or not. If she went to a party, what time would you think that she was coming home? If she left home at 11,
I'd be like, if you want me home in 35, come get me.
I wish I would
be
get out of
outside.
bed.
Yeah, the party is ending at 3. You can be
Don't your
outside.
Tesla drive itself?
I would be happy. You can come pick me up. You can come pick me
Now
up.
I gotta bring you back home if you drove there.
Right?
I mean, back over there.
I'm so angry if I got to get up and pick you up.
Come get me.
Nah, don't do that.
Solve your
Don't do
own-
that.
solve your
Don't
own
do that. I told
problems.
you. I
Yes.
don't like.
Go
inconvenient-
get that girl from the club and stop fucking complaining. Go
No.
get her.
Yeah, you mad cause she gonna come home at 5? Just go get her.
I said, was there any like, hey babe, where are you text, or did we go straight to sabotage?
I shouldn't have to ask.
Where are you?
That's a good question.
At 5:30 a.m.?
No, at
I'm-
30.
Okay. What happened to the check-in text that you expected from me?
Why you looking at me?
Oh no, I'm sorry. What happened to the check-in text that you expected
Yeah.
from me?
I'm not-
And I fell asleep and
No,
I
wait
woke
for
up.
me.
And I woke up and I know
Hold on.
I know you was in the club.
Hello?
With that dusty
Dusty
bitch.
ass.
Can
Right?
I talk?
And I know
Can I
niggas-
talk?
We went to cafeteria to go eat.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, I'm not saying that she's right, or I'm not saying she's in the right.
All right.
Because if you woke up and didn't see any text
Yeah.
saying where she was or that she was coming home or anything like that, were you not going to say, hey, what's going on? What's
Not at
up?
all.
No?
I'm on a simmer. I'm Sagittarius. I'm a simmer. I'm gonna see you next November with this. I'm gonna let it just bake.
Yeah, that's good. My flame be
But your
on
tires
high.
are
Yeah,
still
no,
coming
but
on.
Cooking fast.
Okay, so what I'm
gonna
saying
get your tires.
is
I'm gonna go back
you
to
going
sleep.
straight to sabotage, but what if you found
I
out
put
that
the tires on the
something
car. They're my tires.
what if you found out that something was wrong?
What's wrong? I better get an alert.
She was with that dusty ass friend. I
Right.
told her not to go outside.
No, I'm being
with.
serious because we spoke about there being a line of worry.
Okay.
It's 5:30. You don't have any text. You weren't ever going to text and say like, "Hey, what's going on? Where are you?"
5:30 and she's not home.
I understand where your head is immediately going.
I mean-
but I'm saying, what if you did all of that dumb shit
All right.
and then you found out that something was wrong?
Why did you call me at 5:30?
I put the tires back on her car.
What? Chat, he's bugging.
Okay.
Stick to it. We're just doubling down.
Okay.
Nah.
I'm just worried. Like,
After 5:30, then I would say, yeah, what's up? Or I would call your phone and then you better
you
pick that shit
good.
up.
I'm not asking.
And I'm not even that type of dude, but like I can't do it, so why can you do it?
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Because I would make the phone call just to say, yeah, I called, I tried.
Yeah, right.
The way your ass was.
No, yeah, but
I do shit
because I saw no text. I probably figured that if I tried to call you, you wouldn't answer. So there's
I'm
a
not even
record.
making- that's too
there's
much
a
talking.
record. No, there's
That's
a
too much
record
talking.
that I tried to
Yeah,
call.
nah.
You know what I do?
And you didn't answer.
But I've done a quick call, hang up.
Okay, I would let it.
Hold on. Nope. Here's
What
my
does that
shit.
do?
I got this is
So that there's proof.
No,
but
no,
he never
stop.
had any intention of.
Chad, I can't even tell my story.
Oh, okay.
I do a quick call, hang up. I wait about 3 minutes. Then I do the FaceTime.
Ugh.
Yeah, I called you. You ain't answer. You see my missed call, right?
No.
Where you at? Let me see where the fuck is you
I
at.
wish I would
Lift
have
the
to-
phone
Oh
up.
my
Lift the
God.
phone.
Gave her
Lift
no
it
chance
up.
to
I don't
answer.
ever
I
want to
hate
be in a
FaceTime.
relationship where I
Flip
got
the
to
camera.
FaceTime you
Flip the
at
fucking-
5:30 in the
Yeah, I
morning.
hate FaceTime.
I'm good on that.
No.
I'm too old for that.
Flip the
Stay
camera.
where you at.
And do 360 real fast.
Stay where you at. I'm a Sagittarius.
Honestly,
Hold on, let me
This
turn my
awkward-ass
screen recording down so I can slow it down. I'll be sitting there like, if there was, and this is a serious question, if there was infidelity in the relationship at some point in time, does that now taint
Yes.
the ability to go out later on?
For a period of
Somehow.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
How long would you say?
You got to do your bid until she's over that
But,
shit.
like, give me a guesstimate time.
Yeah, I think that's the.
That's the answer. You got to do your bid and
It depends on the
Depends on
person.
Yeah.
how foul
But
you
she
got.
might never be over it. She'll
really-
probably be over it in 2 months. You'll
Yeah.
never know.
It depends
So
on
I'm
how
saying,
foul
like,
you got, honestly.
So like, how long?
But if you want to stay there, you just gonna
Look,
have to figure it out.
How long until, let's say, how long until you would draw the line? Like,
You
don't
you
get
you,
to.
you don't get to. That's not your area.
what?
Rico said the fuck.
That doesn't make sense. At some point, it's like, yo, listen, I'm not going to keep on doing this bid at 5 years later. Are you crazy?
So now you're the judge after being the criminal.
Well, I done graduated. Now, at this time, I'm like,
If he felt like he paid for his sins and he's still paying.
because some people could hold some shit for what, 20 years?
But that means you haven't done the work to make her feel
Confident,
comfortable.
reassured.
I don't think.
No. I
don't
think
think-
that
Listen to a woman on this.
I think you have to understand what it takes to regain that trust, and I think that you have to do exactly what it is she needs, because if you're doing what you think she needs,
That's what
that
got
may
you
not
there in the first
necessarily.
place.
Yeah, right. That.
What if what she needs is you not to go out?
She bugging.
I don't know. That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah,
So
that's
like,
your
so
problem.
now let me ask y'all this question, right? How long would you personally put up with it?
It depends on how foul I was.
Yeah.
Bro,
That's the answer. I mean,
Okay,
would you,
I
did you,
agree.
you got caught texting the girl? You got caught getting some head?
no,
What happened?
you had sex with somebody, they reported to your spouse.
You got to do that bid and shut up.
How long is the bid?
Do the bid, man.
Yeah.
How long is the fucking bid?
Until they say it's over.
Because that person
Sounds nuts.
No, I'm gonna tell you what
That
the
actually
problem.
don't
No,
sound
I'm gonna tell you what the
nuts,
problem
for real,
was.
though.
You made that other person feel comfortable enough
Mm-hmm.
to call and mess up your home situation. That means you ain't had that person in their place, and they
Tighten
didn't
up.
understand their place.
I agree. That's
So, right.
Your
So
loyalty
now
was
you
off.
have to deal with the consequences of it.
yeah, but first of all, don't point at me. How long is
Do it
your
again,
bid?
Rome. Do it
See,
again.
I just don't. I don't feel.
There's no time for you. Looking for a time frame.
I don't
but
believe.
I don't think
this is
there's
my
a- I
thing.
don't think there's a
I
time
don't
frame.
believe, and I could be wrong, that anybody here on this couch is going to be on house arrest for 10 years. Like, not especially y'all two. So what I'm saying is, at some point, somebody's going to draw the line.
No, I'm gonna ask, like, hey, what do I need to do
That's it.
to
That's the point you're missing.
show contrition to
But they say nothing. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Then that's the end of
That's
y'all's
the end of
Right, that's the
relationship.
end of it.
Right,
That's in
okay.
a relationship.
Well, that's the end of it. That means I ain't gotta do nothing.
Word.
So they're like,
Go on about your way.
we outside.
Right.
you like,
Now we
oh my God.
You're in depression.
I,
No.
You think that?
Right.
You don't
We
know what
outside.
Sagittarius? We outside.
all right, Chad, we
Evil.
concluding this
Evil.
conversation.
Yeah, we done.
No, No, I'm just saying,
They are though.
if I'm telling you like, hey, I want to make amends, I messed up, I really fucked up, I don't want this for
Don't trust
you,
them.
for us, what do I need to do?
Mm.
I mean, it's either you want to reconcile or you don't. And if you don't reconcile, make it known so that we're not wasting each other's time.
That
You
part.
understand what I'm saying?
Don't just
And
pull this
so-
out of your back pocket every argument because
Yeah.
you're never gonna get over it. Release me.
What? Nah, I don't think. And sometimes, like you can't. The same way that you got to do the bid is the same, and you just do it no matter how long the time is. Is the same. It also has correlation with how long it's gonna take for her to heal, personally. And sometimes you can't fix a broken heart. It's not nothing that you could do.
That's the bed you made then.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is it's not, it's really not. I think that there's a difference between distrust and brokenhearted, right? So just because you don't trust me because of X, Y, and Z, you can still heal from your broken heart, but still not trust me. But if you brokenhearted, you still gotta, that's a healing process in itself. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think you do the bid that is warranted by, again, like you said, like by your actions. But again, that's not decided by you. It's decided by the person who is wrong. And I think that requires a discussion. It's like, what do you need from me to show you that X, Y, and Z? Do you need me to check in? Do you need to look at my phone? Like what is it that you need? You know?
Damn, you relinquish that power, then what you got?
You shouldn't have stuck your dick in that bitch.
What if she let her dick get stuck in her cooch? You know what I'm saying?
Well, then she has to do the bid.
Just
Like,
get a bitch. That's it.
I don't think I could.
humana. That
With the
this
monitor.
was a really interesting conversation because it sort of spanned the spectrum of like reality and expectations and so on and so forth.
Morals.
Yeah, like, and what? Shut up. I don't know. I really appreciated it because a lot of times I think that people might look at like my reaction to certain things and feel a certain way, look at your reaction to certain things and feel a certain way. But it's like we actually had a common ground. One, because I feel like it's reasonable. That common ground is reasonable. So I think it's good for us to, obviously to have this conversation so that these things resonate with people every single day. This is a problem that people in relationships have every single day, without a doubt. And I just want y'all to know that there's more to come. There is no conversation left off the table. It's going to be some different shit this season. So make sure y'all tune in. 8 at the Table. Check us out. Instagram, IG, YouTube, Facebook. Shout out to Facebook. It's been blowing up. Y'all, we appreciate y'all. It's a new season. Make sure y'all tune in. Thanks for watching. Peace.